was going to go out, but I might get some more of this studio done. So I'm going to get out of these clothes and do a bit of work. Because that's all done up there now. Bang. And I've just bought 2 things off of Amazon, which are coming tonight, so we have some unboxing to do. Oh. Yeah, that looks alright. Also now I've got luminous things everywhere. Right, let's take a closer look at that thing. Make sure we ain't got to put any more spray on that. Hopefully we ain't. That's all good. Tell you what, we'll have a quick one last little spray. Oh. I'm gonna get out of here while I get out of these clothes. Ooh. Right. Painting clothes. Thinking the sun's coming out again now. Put my shorts back on. But I'm in here. Look. I'm gonna put that black one on. Guess I get paint on it. Yeah, I've ordered a couple of things off of Amazon. I had a look at a couple of records, but the amount they're asking on Amazon, I could even go to London and pick it up, still save money. Yeah, we got these. Oh, I bought them last night. I'm stuck them all over the place. Got these glow in the dark things. I'll sort of put them everywhere. That was a right effort getting that on the wall. Let me tell you, nearly dropped it. What I had to do in the end was the actual things that it came with weren't strong enough. These little things, so I connected some brass things on there. Is that the right time? Then it should be 10:27. Yep. Right. Anyway. Oh, and I've got a blind out to put up there, which is what we're going to be doing today. But what I'll do, find where they are. Got all changed for nothing. Cause, again, I was going to go out. I'll go out later. But Where did I put them then? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I've ordered a nice little CD player. Obviously I bought a few two-tone CDs, but I bought this portable one, and that's coming tonight, along with some new streamer blades. In fact, I've got quite a good deal on this CD thing. I'll show you one later. It not only has Bluetooth, it actually transmits Bluetooth as well. What's that, a helicopter?
Frequency mode.
Also looked at some new radios. But there's nothing really about that tops sort of this one. Anyway, I'm going to get into that. Then I'm going to bring one of my decks up, I think. In fact, I may as well service my decks as I put them in there. It's all done then. I've still got to get a stylus for one of them. I've got another deck anyway, well, another couple of decks. I'll show you my, what is it? Can't think what make it is. JVC deck. I've got quite a nice JVC deck. Where did it go there? I've painted all that's painted now. Just got to let that dry, peel the masking tape off. I've just got a little bit to paint there, this side. And I've got this blind to put up. But it's a little bit short about that much each side, but it doesn't really matter. I've got some other sort of roller blinds, but I think that's called a Venetian blind, isn't it? Like the old school blinds, this one. A little bit of painting down there. Still got to go over that bit there. I'll just whip it along there. That's all done now. Going to be putting a speaker up there as well in a minute. Might even get producing some sound out of it today, I think. Yeah, I think we should get the amp up. And I'll show you it with just two Pioneer speakers on. And you hear the sound. Obviously you can have a speaker on the floor, but you stick a speaker up there. And I can also sort of direct it. Yeah, normally I'd have two Pioneers on. Eventually I'll have two Pioneers on, two Technique speakers and a Bose speaker and another one. And the whole sound just sounds completely different in this room. But we'll do when I turn the bass up. Right. What I'll do is put the phone. Tell you what, I'm just going to stick that up there for a minute. Yeah, music tonight. Then again, I don't know where I'm putting any of my records in this room. I haven't even worked that out. I've really got to sell some, get rid of some of them records I just don't listen to. Because all they do is sit there. I've got a lot of trance, a lot of all sorts. Peaky Blinder, hello mate, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. What's that? I can hear that buzzing. It sounds like a bomb. Right, let me get out of these trousers, otherwise I'll end up paint on them. Yep, Saturday all day today. It's getting warm again as well. We had a right old thunderstorm. In fact, there was cars being washed away in Kent. It's I've seen some crazy videos. But yeah, it's all back to normal now. Yeah, I was going to go to town, but I can't be bothered. I might as well crack on with the work in here, and the sooner I finish it, you know what I mean, the sooner it's done. I'm not far away now from completing it. Be nice when I get to do like the floor. Give it a sound test. I might even plug my other mixer in as well. I've got a couple of mixers. Different bits and bobs. I've got some drums as well. Yeah, got a set of drums. Yeah, got a set of drums I'm going to have in here. Not like I can really play them, but I can smash them. The only records I really want to be keeping, really, are my UB40 records, which is my first collection, all my two-tone stuff, and my rave records and acid records, all the garage, all the rap, all the trance, all the hard house, that can just go. And the shops like in London that would have that straight off me. In fact, I think some of it's worth, you know what I mean, quite a bit of money. Not that I've ever really been into it. It's where when my mates have pulled up before and gone, here, Phil, do you want to buy this boot for the records? 50 quid? And I've just like gone, yeah, boom, you know what I mean? And it's been part of the deal. But I've never really listened to them. But In fact, I just used to listen to me rave records until I started my ADHD meds about 4 years ago, and then just still went two-tone, and we're still there now. Went right back to the beginning. I quite enjoyed going right back to the beginning. But, to be honest, you've got to blame it on Rankin Roger, really. He started it all. Right, that's done now, that. Because I could sit here for weeks trying to be a perfectionist, which I'm not. So, to be honest, I'm quite impressed with what I've actually achieved. But I suppose it's because it's my music. I'm right into it. Right. Where's my Lucozade gone? And I've got a bad manners picture to put on the wall. I've just got to put a thingy-jig on it. A picture hook. That's what to do with this clock. It was that heavy that these little things that it sort of comes with just weren't doing it. So I sort of connected them on. Might even put one of my other clocks up here. It's really heavy though. First of all, I put it on them little hooks and it just was like falling off the wall. So then I sort of connected them brass things on. Anyway, I've got to move all this stuff in a minute because I'm nearly going to be completed that side. I've got a little bit of painting this side. It's a matter of hoovering up, then putting the carpet down or the flooring. I've got it all. I've not decided exactly what I'm doing yet. I don't even know where my records and that are going. I've got my Techniques cabinet, which I'm going to bring up here. I could always stick that sort of under there somewhere, because they're the records I'm going to be sort of gravitating to all the time. And all that rap and all that, man. I might as well really just tidy that, put it right somewhere, right in the corner. I'll show you loads of it around here, hundreds of them. Well, I've already sold about, how many did I sell last time? Probably about 50, 100. But I'd rather sell like a load of trance I don't listen to, and then put that money back into the specials or madness or whatever. There's always something out there you can buy. Plus, I'm thinking about buying a bigger ticket item, because literally you can pay for like specials, white labels, test presses, be talking hundreds, do you know what I mean? Coming on for 1,000, but to be honest with you, you might pay 1,000 for like a beat or a specials white label test pressing, but as soon as you buy it, there's values there. The market's just insane, to be honest with you. And I think it's crazy how the different collectors collect different things. Obviously, I collect all the albums and all the, do you know what I mean? Some people just collect like this album, too much pressure, selector. That's a UK pressing, but some people will collect the UK pressing, the Australian one, the American. I mean, they go around the world collecting them. But I can see why they do that. Yeah, all this look. Shite loads, boom, all of them, and all of them. Then I've got to bring all the records that I got downstairs up. But yeah, so again, some here that I listen to. Oh, and obviously my mum's records are in there. In fact, my mum's records are worth the most. But then they're obviously made in the 50s. Yeah, I've got all sorts here. A lot of good ravey sort of records. White labels. I've got quite a few white labels. Mad sort of rave hardcore tunes. Which are worth quite a bit of money. I've got me that's a good tune. Got me UB40 collection, which is my first collection. That must be worth a few quid, my UB40 collection. Yeah, this one. Play that later. Loads of stuff. Oh, another white label. Garage tune. Moving into garage music. I know as soon as I take it to London, garage music's like massive up there. And to be honest, even if they give me whatever for... See, I can take him to Tunbridge Wells, but he's just going to give me not a low ball price, but do you know what I mean? I know I can get more in London, because obviously demand is more up there. Yeah, I've got a lot of that, who are they? The So Solid crew and all that lot. But on vinyl. Some of it's alright actually. At 21 seconds and all that, I don't mind that. Some of the B-sides are quite good, instrumentals. That's only because I quite like the break beats. Got a bit of jungle music as well. Got a bit of drum and bass, but I'm not into drum and bass. I was into jungle music, but I don't really like drum and bass. Right. Let's have a peek out the window. See how the tent's getting on. Yeah, I was in there last night with all the rain and everything else. In there he was. It was nice and cosy, to be honest with you. Under the willow tree. Yeah. Planted that about 30 years ago. It was about that big when I planted it. Now look at it. And they say that the roots of the tree are 3 times the size of the actual tree. That will be there long after. It's protected as well now. So nobody can come in here after I'm gone and just chop it down. Because after a certain time period, they become protected. Quite a few birds getting there, that's for sure. So far I haven't done any work, I've just sat here waffling. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll get this blind out and see how it, just have a look at it. I've not even looked at it. Warning. I'm not even going to read that. That's for people with no common sense. I presume. Oh, that one's a bit knackered, but I'll sort that out. I presume there's a top and a bottom. I presume that's the top. And that's the bottom, is it? No, maybe that's the top. Who knows? No, I'd say that was the top. Oh, here we go. Look. So that just. So I'm looking for some telltale holes or something where it would be mounted. There's nothing in the bottom. That would go up like that. Yeah, it'd go up under there, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've got it sussed out. That goes up under here. So just it's going to be fun untangling all that, but I think it's all good to go. I've got another kind of blind, but I quite like that one. I've got some other blinds which are just roll down ones. Right. Just mad live till my battery goes. How about that? What's that plugged in there? Nothing. Right. Let's get some speakers and shit. So I want to put these little carpet mats that I bought as well in there. Different. Oh. But I think I'm going to have a red thing in there. I reckon. I'm also going to put a fly zapper on the wall. There's one thing that we get in Kent in summer, just lots of flying things. So we've got a zapper to put on the wall. But I've got a bigger zapper, but I might just put this one on there to start with. I'll just show you it quickly. What you'd get in a shop or a butcher's or something like that. I've actually got 3 of them. what's that cable there? Yeah, that'll do. That's a kettle lead. I believe it works. It's a double kettle lead. How about that? I think that's not working. Hang on. But I think it's that dodgy lead. I don't know this one works. Alright, here we go, look. Turn the basically it's all electrified. You can hear it out here at night going bzzz, frying them. It fries them. And everything glows up ultraviolet as well. I've got that one. I've got a bigger one as well that I might put in there. I'll fancy some chocolate. I haven't got any. I haven't got any. So I'll go to the shop later. No more energy drinks, though. In fact, I'm going to finish my Lucozade and even cut them out. I think. Right, we got some electronics to clean in here. I've already cleaned this speaker. This is the other speaker that's going up. The little bit of paint there. The other Pioneer one. But what I was doing, I've just cleaned that. But now I've got to clean this bit of kit. What's like this? Can't wait to actually get all my records up there. Now, this bit of kit here, look, which is fit in there, just about. That bit here. That'll all be glowing up like a Christmas tree later. Ooh. There's my JVC deck. I'll show you that. That'll do. That's them two bits ready. What else can I get ready to take up there? Got an amplifier, got two amplifiers, but I really want that one, that Pioneer one. which I basically fixed yesterday. Because that thing, literally, the old school amplifiers are the best ones. When I take all my system into the street next month and turn that right up, I'll show you how loud that can get. I've had a few amplifiers, Yamaha, Technics, all of them. The Technics ones weren't too bad, but they're prone to breaking. That Pioneer one's just built like a tank. Yeah. Right, that's enough waffling. Magnets, got some really. I was thinking about going magnet fishing, you know. I've got two really powerful magnets which I use for scrapping. I was going to tie them together and do a bit of magnet fishing. We've got some quite interesting rivers and that round here. Madness. In fact, I might bag up some of these Madness records. Where's my new blue bag? Just use that one first. Right, what have we got here? Madness 7. Liberty and Norton 4K. The Danger Men sessions. We can put them in the bag. What we got here? Absolutely, the yellow version. Mad Not Bad. Keep Moving, that's quite a good one. My Only Madness 12-inch, The Return of the Lost Palmers 7. And I've also got Absolutely the first press of that. And this one, for some reason, holds quite good money. Can't Touch Us Now. Don't ask me why that holds so much money. Because I guess I'm more of a specials and the beat kind of specialist rather than a Madness specialist. Saying that, I know quite a bit about them. Yeah, there must be a reason, do you know what I mean? That holds good money. Then again, it's the same with a few beat records that hold good money. Right, more Madness. We've got The Rise and Fall. And we've got, that's a good one, Wonderful Madness. Where's all the Madness? Is there any more Madness? Yeah, there must be somewhere. Let's put these ones away. Still looks a bit gloomy out there. Still wouldn't mind that Baggy Trousers 12-inch record store day release, but I'm not paying like what price they want for that. That's about I can take that one out. That's about it for that bag. In fact, we have to take one out of that, which will stick in one of these ones. I know there's more madness here. So let's go and find it. Where's the madness? Full House, that's around here somewhere. Right. The Beat, Bad Manners. Dance Craze. Specials. UB40. Definitely some. Oh, might be over here. Look. There's definitely some more madness around here somewhere. See, this room's going to become so much uncluttered once I get my records up there. Right, what we got here? The Beat selector. That's all the Beat. Beat. That's my mum's room. The Beat. Beat. That's all the Beat. The Beat. This one holds very good money. In fact, you can pick that up. I know where you can pick that up cheaper than what it's really worth. Anyway, we could always start on bag of specials, even though we're going to come across some more madness somewhere. I think so. I think I've got a couple of the records out. UB40. Loads of UB40. Shitloads of UB40. Tell you what we're doing. Starting the specials, which basically you've got loads of. Right, the specials. The specials. Specials are everywhere. Right. We've got, which is probably, possibly, along with the Beat, my favourite sort of bit of my collection. When you're in a new bag, right, what we've got here is specials on clear vinyl. We've got more specials, the 40th anniversary copy. And we've got more specials, the normal copy. We've got special singles repress, and then I've got special singles first press. Ghost Town 40th anniversary copy. This one's quite expensive. This is the US import on the splattered vinyl, the Ghost Town LP. Then I've got Best of Specials. Probably the hardest album to get, and my favourite, and what I think is the Specials' best album, Live at the Moonlight Club. I've got 2 copies of that. I've got 2 10-inch ones, which is I Can't Stand It and Friday Night, Saturday Morning, the instrumental. And this one's Ghost Town, Jerry Dammers on his home organ. And then in this one I've got Specials, but the actual cover for this is in a picture frame in my studio. We're not finished there. And then I've got their #1 selling album, Encore. And as it's kind of specials before the specials, I've got the Coventry Automatics, and I've got like the proper marbled kind of version, and another repress of that, which is another really good album. What else we got? We've got protest songs. Right, let me bag this lot up. I think I've still got some more though. And then we get on to the special AKA. Don't know how many we're going to fit in here. Couple more, I think. In fact, possibly 2 more. That'll do. Got another bag. Running out of bags. Right, that's them out of the way. But I've still got like things like Amy Winehouse and the specials. Which is actually a really good album. Right, we've also got, let's grab these ones. Grab that. Grab that. These ones, which are it's worth a few quid. In the studio, first press. And I've also got, because I quite like to get these 40th anniversary copies, because they literally are reworked to sound completely different. I've got the 40th anniversary copy of that as well. Yeah, some are harder to get than others. It's like when you see I've got 2 copies of like Live at the Moonlight Club and things like that. That's because I've seen it and it's like rocking horse shit. So, whoosh, do you know what I mean? Just grab it if you can. This are 2-tone. Still want the blue one, the original one. I'm also going to put in there my Funboy 3 album, which is on green vinyl. Then we got Amy Winehouse and the specials. And then we'll put in there Dance Craze as well. That's in the first press. And then we've got Rico, which can go in with this Madness one. In fact, I've just seen some female two-tone band groups. Not that there's many. Or two-tone related. Which here are over here. I've got two Bananarama 12 inches and the Bell Stars, which are basically when the Body Snatchers broke up, that's what they became. May as well get rid of that one, I just found some more special. Best of the specials and specials. Bad Manners, where's that? Bad Manners. I've got a Bad Manners 12 inch as well. I'm walking in the sunshine. Is that over here, possibly? Yeah. Oh right, I know where the record is. We'll sort that one later. Found the cover. See, some of them I've got out. That can go in there. Now we'll start the beat, which is just, which was probably my, yeah, it was. The beat was kind of my first two-tone band that I just bought it all, and then went from there to the Selector. Selector to Madness, then Madness to the specials, then everything else. Now it's just all of it. Tell you what we'll do. That needs a cover. We'll have to have a little break and I'll have to come back and we'll do another video. Because I won't be able to do it all in one go. Too many. Anyway, start off with the beat. I Just Can't Stop It. That's a first press. I think I've got 3 first presses of this. That's the I Just Can't Stop It. I Just Can't Stop It expanded version, which is like a double copy. That's what happened. That's on gold vinyl. This is I Just Can't Stop It. No, see, it says the English beat. This is an import. This is on pink vinyl. Special Beat Squadron, which was their third album. That's the first press. And this was their sort of compilation album. It's a double. It's quite rare to have the postcard with it as well, which I've got. This is an unplayed version of Hands Off, She's Mine. Then we got that one. Well, there's some good uns. Mirror in the Bathroom. I can't get losing you. 12-inch. I've got 2 copies of that. Hands Off, She's Mine, but a copy that I play. Save It for Later, 12-inch. This is a really good album. This is Rankin Roger, Bounce. Rankin Roger, We Play Scar. 808 State and UB40, that's in the wrong pile. And there's one of my mum's albums, look, from 1950 something. So, what else we got here then? There we go, look. We got a first press of What Happened. This is a really good album, double album, Live at the Roundhouse. I Just Can't Stop It, first press. Hit It. See, this is really rare. What I've got here. What I've got here, look, is Hit It, 12-inch. And look, that's what ad I've got, look, the original in that glass. The original Hit It ad. Which cost me, well, didn't cost me the world, but I thought it'd be quite nice to marry it up with that. And obviously it's worth more money then. But yeah, I've got a few things that are not records, but are two-tone. But yeah, things like that don't come along that often. Nor does that 12-inch. It's quite hard to find. But I hunted them all down. We've got I Just Can't Stop It on pink vinyl again, but it's the UK release. I've got another copy of What Happened, first press. I've got another I Just Can't Stop It. That's a first press. Oh. Maybe 1, 2, 3 by the beat, and then another. Oh. I'm not holding this phone. Can't get used to losing you. Got like 2 copies of that, like I just said. What we got here? Look, Rankin Roger and Patty. Steel Pulse special guest. We've got Doors of Your Heart, 12-inch. So that's all the beat ones so far. And I might have a little rest. I don't know what I've been on here, look, nearly an hour. My battery's still going well though. That's why I said I had to get this phone back, do you know what I mean? Them other phones were just like flat. We've got another beat. I'll tell you what, we'll just do these ones here. And then that will leave us with, no, we don't Madness. That will leave us with the Selector, probably a few more beat ones, and probably a few more two-tone ones. And then we'll have a look at the UB40 ones. Yeah, what's this 12-inch? That's what's this one? Psychedelic Rockers. Too nice to talk to. Yeah. Backache. Got some quite nice Selector records. And then we've got the singles. I've got quite a few singles. In fact, you'd be surprised how much just the singles are worth. Even they're worth investing in. Because there's people out there that sort of collect Too Much Too Young, the single, but every single version, like country it came out sort of in. They just collect that. But obviously I don't do that. Where's that? I'll put that in there. I've got the Dance Craze, the deluxe one. Right, we really need now. Oh, there's Madness. Look, one step beyond on the cherry red vinyl. Except the covers on my wall. These plastic things, man, they do keep them nice and clean. Then again, I play all my records. I see some people don't even open their records, man. But I couldn't do that. Not with my decks in here. What we're going to be playing tonight, because... Hello, John. Hang on, mate. Just reading that. In fact, I'll come back. Oh, I'll come back to you in a second. What I was going to say was what we're going to be doing tonight is listening to these CDs. I'll show you my box set because I've got a CD player on the way tonight. Hello, John. You was a two-tone era mod. We had a couple of mod pals in amongst our sort of skinheads and rude boys sort of. It was all sort of gangs here. I don't mind some of the Jan tunes, Going Underground, a Town Called Malice, do you know what I mean? Them ones. I can get into that. Yeah, I suppose I just grew up on just Madness of Specials, UB40. And again, sort of when in 79, I was only born in 71, but I was out there on the street with my cousins and all the older kiddies. So I was lucky, really, to catch it all. But it was mad, definitely. But yeah, we had a couple of mods in our gang. Right, I've got to put the top on this amp. What we got here, look. The Specials, another Specials one, that one there. There's my mum's album, that. There's my mum there. They made that album in 1958. That's a good tune. Ooh. When Rankin Roger died, the Clash brought out this in remembrance of him, man. It's Rankin Roger singing. It's really good. Yeah, you do sometimes get some albums that are mixed mod and sort of two-tone. But again, you quite often get the Jam, the Police, Dexys, UB40, all sort of in the same bag. Like the Beat, they used to sort of play with UB40. In fact, UB40, I've said it before, UB40 and Dexys Midnight Runners nearly ended up on two-tone. And another thing that I always say, which is true, is Wham, you know Wham, George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley, they were originally, right, a two-tone band. How about that? Singing ska. Crazy. This is pretty good. This flexi disc of Madness is Subs is tribute to Terry Hill. Where's me? Oh, it's up here. Look. Yeah, going to be checking out these CDs. Which I've not really checked out yet. This is basically a box set with them all in. Yeah, that one. More specials. This are two-tone. Oh. Little booklet. They're all in there. You get this. Oh, you get this nice box. In fact, it comes quite nicely presented. I don't normally buy CDs, but I thought this was a bit of a good one. You basically get all the two-tone albums. So you're going to get Selector, both the Specials albums, Rico's, plus also I think they're all like extended versions and that. Anyway, I'll be back once I charge my phone. Whether you do, have a good one.